Three caballeros. Rolls in Saludos, amigos. Another Disney classic movie that I've seen since my childhood when I was younger. I used to watch this a few times as a kid. The story plot is plain and simple. There's like a present for Donald Duck. I'll get into the birthday and it opens one of the gifts one at a time. One is a short video of a cartoon penguin. And this one is about legendary birds. One penguin that lives in the Arctic coldness and wants to live in a warm place. And that's pretty much it. Next one is about legendary birds, and that pink bird you just saw right there, or will be part of Disney's running story. Yep, and there's a boy who wants to find a legendary flying donkey, which is pretty weird from an old 1940s cartoon. This is pretty much the best part of this animated film, is him teaming them up of a flying donkey and ends up in a race disguised as wings and do extra speed by cheating, but all that backfires. And there's another president other than Brazil is Jose. You can obviously tell what he is. A parrot. And sings a song called Bahia, but I will not get copyrighted by playing songs. The songs are okay in this one, to listen to. And there's another weird bird named Hunticho. Who's this rooster chicken thing? Not quite sure. Best thing about this movie is the Free Cow Yellow song. They did reboot this one to the legendary Free Cow Yellow's animated series, which I'll get to another time. But this movie is just them explaining about history times, how they first created the piñata. And visiting other places. No, I'm not gonna lie, the art styles looked pretty great back in the day. And then they cut to like live action. Because in the 1940s and 50s, they used to do that back in the day. But fun fact that Looney Tunes probably did a first of cartoons and third to live action projects. And Don Duck having fun with the ladies. Now, as a kid, I did enjoy watching this movie back then, but some of the scene gets a little, as this film goes on way too long, it just feels like it gets almost boring after a while when they do like that Bahia scene. Sure, this movie's like an hour long and there's like crazy stuff happening. It just seems it goes on and on and on. Well, given what credits do, this film is not half bad, but I do love the classic Donald Duck. That he's just there just to be entertainingly fun to watch. And that he's in Mexico and just having a great time. And the movie incredibly cuts to a chase to the very end. There's like this giant bowl full of fireworks, and then start chasing them, and he uses every bit of a strength to defeat the angry bull of fireworks. And the movie just ends. Yeah. And the film just ends there. Free Cow Yellows is still a pretty memory good animated film. The songs are alright, I guess. And so is, hold on a second. This one, what you're about to get to right now. Saludos, amigos. For this one, actually has like And I'm going to places to places. It has like Goofy in it. Traveling around the world. This is pretty much the entire part of these movies, just add the scene in longer. There's like this llama, there's this kid playing the flute to make it dance, and Dumb Duck does like funny stuff. And then there's like this airplane who conquers his fears. There's from the scary mountain, from his parents warn him. Not to mention, this was the first time that they used like vehicles with faces on there before we got the actual Cars movie trilogies. And it just cuts to more live action people. Yeah, that's pretty much what both of these movies had in common. They do these like just to add the movie's running time to save the animation budget. I would not say this is not a bad idea. But if you're like a 6 or 7-year-old kid, you might be bored out of your skulls just seeing live action people, and you want to watch the cartoons. I do love how they like classic art styles, how they animate the characters, how they animate the animals. There's like this place called Rio, and we get like the first appearance of Jose, and Dumb Duck for the first time. So it was not the very first appearance that he would appear like the three caballeros, but it just seems necessary for these characters to exist at most parts. Not that both of these movies are bad or anything. I find both of these films quite enjoyably fun to watch. I laugh, I enjoy what I got. It's pretty humorous that they do like movies such as these ones. If you're wondering why I'm wearing glasses, I hardly blink most of the time, so I'm wearing these cool glasses just to show them off. Three caballeros and amigos are both Mexican stories. I really enjoy this one. I find most likely Three Caballeros better. It had like seeing great storyline, different type of animal, birds, and that crazy bird you just saw. Yeah, the Alquan. By the way, the Alquan does appear in like most likely Disney shorts, and he's like the craziest bird you ever meet. Besides him wearing the t-shirt. He's kind of like Woody Woodpecker. But drives Donald Duck crazy. And he also appeared in House of Mouse, which I'll get to another time. I would say, if you like enjoying like old cartoons from the 1940s or 50s, is that both of these were famous back then. And you love like old classic stories about Donald Duck visiting Mexico and maybe Brazil or Rio. It's them traveling around the world. Have you seen in these kind of road trip things before? I do like these kinds of stories that it's cutesy, it's fine, it's for little children to enjoy. It does have like pretty good art style and everything. Brilliant. It would just go on and on and on for me to drag on to this scene. It's pretty, in a word for it, good to watch old animated films from your past. I do know this film was reviewed by most people on YouTube. And I do mean a lot of people on YouTube, including myself. I'm glad to talk about both of these movies in one video. I will not have enough room for my recording to this project of reviewing other films. I don't usually talk about Disney movies, but this one, I'll accept this one pretty well. We made. If you're want to watch something else you haven't seen in your childhood times, go ahead and enjoy both of these. You'll have a fun time watching all these for like it says on the back of the cover, 113 minutes. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in my next review, and I'll talk about another Disney animated movie pretty soon. So, see you guys around. Farewell.